Bosnia, 1995. Government forces set up roadblocks. Anyone wearing military-style clothing gets pulled from vehicles, searched first, arrested first, shot first. Iraq, 2006. Sectarian checkpoints. Militia fighters look for one thing: combat gear, tactical vests, military boots. Those people disappear. Venezuela, 2018. Food riots. National Guard raids neighborhoods. Houses with armed security get hit before unarmed houses. Every time. This isn't random. This is how targeting works in every collapse. 5 things you wear or do that mark you for government seizure, arrest, or worse. We're covering what makes you a target, how they spot you, and how to stay invisible. Basic truth. When society breaks down, the guy who looks ready for war dies first. The guy who looks like everyone else survives. Your tactical gear tells them you're dangerous. That makes you their first stop. Being invisible isn't being weak. It's being smart enough to live past week 1. Category 1. Tactical clothing and gear. First target, always. Plate carriers, MOLLE webbing, 5.11 pants, military boots, tactical gloves, drop-leg holsters, load-bearing vests. Why? Strategic calculus is simple. Person wearing tactical gear equals combat capability. Must be neutralized before they organize resistance, before they coordinate with others, before they become operational threat. This isn't paranoia. This is documented targeting methodology used across every conflict zone for 40 years. How they identify you. Visual profiling at distance. From 200 yards, your silhouette betrays you. Plate carrier creates distinctive rectangular torso profile. MOLLE pouches break up human outline with geometric patterns. Drop-leg holster changes leg shape and gait. Trained observers spot these signatures instantly without magnification. Color contrast is worse. That tan multicam pattern in urban gray environment. That olive drab against brick and concrete. You're a visual beacon. Your gear is designed for woodland or desert, not cities, not suburbs. In urban collapse scenarios, tactical colors scream non-civilian from blocks away. Texture patterns compound the problem. Nylon webbing reflects light differently than cotton or polyester civilian fabrics. Velcro squares on shoulders and chest. Magazine pouches with drainage grommets. Compression straps and buckles. These details are visible from distance even when specific items aren't identifiable. The texture says military-style gear. That's enough. Checkpoint methodology exploits this. Teams photograph every person passing through control points. Software algorithms flag tactical clothing automatically. Plate carrier shape, MOLLE pattern, boot profiles. Once flagged, you're separated for secondary screening. Teams have printed reference sheets. Your gear matches their threat indicators. You're detained automatically. That $800 plate carrier you bought for protection. It's a confession. Those Salomon speed assault boots, they're evidence. Your tactical pants with reinforced knees and cargo pockets. Target indicator. But here's what gear companies never tell you when they sell you this equipment. In actual collapse scenarios with government or militia checkpoints, tactical appearance equals tactical response. You get treated as combatant whether you are or not. Searched thoroughly, interrogated, often detained, sometimes worse. Bosnia, 1990s. Sniper logs recovered after war. Clear pattern. Individuals in military-style clothing prioritized as targets. Shot first over civilians in normal dress. Survival rates for tactical gear wearers at checkpoints dropped 60% compared to civilian clothing. Your gear advertises capability. That capability makes you priority threat requiring immediate neutralization. Not because authorities are evil, because they're operating under threat assessment protocols where visible capability equals danger. Visual appearance is the first filter, the most obvious. One that gets you flagged before any other factor. And most preppers fail here completely because they think looking tactical equals being prepared. Wrong. Looking tactical equals being target number one. Countermeasure. Statistical wardrobe strategy. Gray man doctrine. Appear in the middle 70th percentile of local population visual norms. Not invisible, not memorable, just statistically average within your environment. The goal is blending into baseline civilian appearance so completely that observers scan past you without registering anything worth remembering. Core principle: match local civilian baseline, not tactical fantasy. Tactical gear companies sell you operator aesthetics. You need boring normalcy, clothing specifics, work pants, Dickies, Carhartt, basic denim, plain cotton t-shirts or work shirts. No graphics, no slogans, no logos. Civilian jackets without Velcro closures. Fleece, canvas work jackets, basic windbreakers, standard athletic shoes or work boots. Nothing military styled, nothing that stands out in a crowd of Home Depot customers or grocery store shoppers. Color palette discipline. Grays, browns, navy, earth tones. Avoid pure black unless your local area has everyone in black. Dark colors work in cities. Lighter earth tones in suburban and rural areas. Study what people actually wear in your region. Match that average. Texture matters critically. No nylon tactical fabrics. They reflect light wrong. Cotton, canvas, standard polyester blends only. The fabric your clothing uses communicates civilian or tactical at subconscious level. Observers notice without consciously identifying why. Remove all identifying markers. No brand names visible. No political slogans. No unit patches. No flag patches. No tactical company logos. Clean clothing without statements or affiliations. Your appearance should communicate nothing except civilian normalcy. Load-bearing concealment. You still need to carry essentials. Civilian hiking belts with internal stiffening. Concealed suspenders under shirts for weight distribution. Inner waistband carry for defensive tools. Everything hidden under normal civilian layers. The capability exists, but remains invisible. Context adaptation is critical. Urban collapse environment means work clothes, business casual, or worn athletic wear. Rural areas mean farmer or rancher appearance. Flannel, denim, work boots. Suburban means Home Depot dad aesthetic. Khakis, polo shirts, dad shoes. Study your specific environment and match it precisely. Trade-off acknowledgement. You lose 20% convenience. Gray man clothing doesn't have all the pockets and attachment points. You can't access gear as quickly. You sacrifice some functionality, but you gain 90% invisibility. That invisibility is better protection than any plate carrier. The mathematics work. Every checkpoint that doesn't flag you is one you pass through safely. Every observer who doesn't register you as threat is one less report filed. Tactical. Gear might stop one bullet. Gray man clothing prevents the entire firefight, but clothing only hides you when you're static. The moment you move, behavior patterns betray capability. Which brings us to why your tactical walk is a dead giveaway. Category 2. Movement signatures and tactical behavior. You changed clothes, ditched the plate carrier, wearing civilian wardrobe. You think you're invisible? Wrong. Movement betrays you. Trained individuals move differently, Pattern recognition identifies this. Human observers spot it. AI surveillance flags it automatically. Tactical movement screams operator even when clothing says civilian. Head-on swivel scanning. You maintain 180-degree awareness. Constantly checking corners, roof lines, exits. Civilians look forward with casual glances. Your systematic scanning marks you as threat. Gait and posture. Military stride is distinctive. Weight forward on balls of feet. Shoulders back. Athletic posture. Civilians walk heavy on heels with relaxed shoulders. Weight distribution reveals concealed carry. Observers see it immediately. Door approaches betray training. You avoid fatal funnels. You hesitate at thresholds. You position dominant hand for weapon access. Civilians walk through doorways without tactical consideration. Your careful approach screams training. Vehicle exits compound the problem. You scan before dismounting. You seek cover instinctively. You maintain 3-foot tactical spacing. Civilians bunch together and exit casually. Your spacing patterns are visible from observation posts. Checkpoints establish elevated positions. Building corners, rooftops. Observers catalog movement patterns continuously. How people move, how groups interact. Spacing, scanning, door approaches. Patterns logged and analyzed. Machine learning automates this. AI cameras flag movement anomalies. Software trained on civilian baseline. You move differently. Algorithm detects deviation. System marks you before any human reviews. Group movement is worse. Tactical spacing. Hand signals. Overwatch positions. Bounding techniques. Trained units are obvious. Spacing alone gives you away. Civilians cluster. Operators maintain fields of fire. Northern Ireland, 1970s. British forces profiled IRA members by walking patterns before weapons found. Gait analysis. Door approaches. Group spacing. Behavioral profiling achieved 70% accuracy before physical searches. Every trained behavior now makes you visible. Every tactical instinct increases targeting probability. But behavior can be retrained. Muscle memory can be disrupted. Which brings us to movement protocol retraining. Countermeasure. Deliberate behavioral regression. Move like someone who's never had training. Suppress tactical instincts through conscious override. This is psychological warfare against your own muscle memory. Relaxed scanning discipline. Casual observation, not threat assessment. Look around like bored civilian, not operator clearing sectors. Glance at interesting things randomly. Miss potential threats deliberately. Your environmental awareness must appear accidental, not systematic. No 180-degree rotations, no corner checks, no roofline scanning. Just casual human curiosity about surroundings. Gait modification protocol. Slower pace. Relaxed shoulders dropping forward slightly. Feet closer together during stride. Weight centered, not athletic ready. Walk like you're tired from work. Like you're thinking about dinner or bills. Not like you're maintaining ready posture for contact. Heel strike walking, not ball of foot tactical movement. Let your body sag into civilian fatigue. Door approaches require conscious suppression. Walk through normally, no hesitation, no threshold assessment, no dominant hand positioning. Trust luck, not tactics. This feels wrong. Every instinct screams vulnerability. Suppress that instinct. Civilians don't clear rooms. They walk through doorways while looking at their phones. Verbal discipline is critical. No tactical terminology. No radio codes. No military time. Speak imprecisely like civilians do. Say around 3, not 1500 hours. Say over there by that building, not northeast 200 meters. Civilian speech is vague and inefficient. Match that pattern. Psychological cost acknowledgement. This is hard. Every tactical behavior you're suppressing was trained into you for survival. Unlearning it feels like deliberately making yourself vulnerable. Because you are. But tactical behavior makes you visible. Visibility gets you targeted. Being targeted gets you dead faster than missing environmental threats. Training methodology. Practice in public before crisis hits. Malls, stores, crowds. Consciously suppress operator behaviors while moving through civilian spaces. Make it deliberate practice. Watch civilians. Copy their inefficient movement, their distracted awareness, their casual disregard for tactical considerations. Internalize that pattern until it becomes automatic override during stress. Group movement discipline. No spacing. Walk bunched together like families do. Use first names, not call signs or radio designators. Touch each other. Put arms around shoulders. Hold hands if appropriate to relationship. Operators maintain spacing and avoid physical contact. Families cluster and touch constantly. Becomes the family pattern. Trade-off calculation. You sacrifice optimal tactical positioning for social invisibility. You give up fields of fire and clear sight lines. You accept vulnerability to immediate threats. But that social invisibility is better protection than tactical positioning. Because invisible people don't get stopped at checkpoints, don't get flagged by surveillance, don't get separated for secondary screening. The mathematics work again. Tactical movement might save you in firefight. Civilian movement prevents the firefight from starting. But movement training is worthless if your vehicle broadcasts capability. Which brings us to why. Your lifted truck with roof rack and auxiliary fuel tanks just became checkpoint target number 1. Category 3. Vehicle modifications and bug-out indicators. Why vehicles? They can't hide. Visible 24/7. Parked in driveways, sitting at curbs, searchable at checkpoints. Reveal preparation level instantly. High-profile targets, lifted trucks, roof racks, jerrycan mounts, brush guards, winches, ham antennas, light bars, aggressive tires, snorkels. Each modification broadcasts capability. Each says prepared civilian with resources. Checkpoint methodology exploits this systematically. Teams photograph every vehicle. Software algorithms score threat level based on modifications. Lift kit plus roof rack plus auxiliary lighting equals high priority search. Algorithm flags you automatically. Pulled aside before reaching checkpoint. Interior searches follow predictable protocol. They find your get-home bag within 2 minutes. Trauma kit under seat. Food supplies. Radio gear. Water. Ammunition. Everything stashed for emergency. All confiscated. Logged as evidence of preparation beyond authorized limits. Auxiliary fuel systems trigger automatic searches. Extended range tanks. Toolbox storage. Transfer pumps. Anything suggesting travel beyond normal civilian range without refueling. That capability threatens checkpoint control. They need you dependent on fuel distribution. Your tanks eliminate that dependency. Confiscated immediately. Sticker and decal intelligence creates profiling matrices. NRA. Mullen Lab. Gadsden flag. 3%er. Veteran plates. Gun logos. Each logged and cross-referenced with registration databases. Firearm ownership records. Political affiliation indicators. Your vehicle becomes evidence file before human interaction. License plate databases enable automated targeting. Registered gun owners cross-referenced with modified vehicles. CCW permits, hunting licenses, aggregated into searchable systems activated during emergencies. Plate scanned. Database returns preparation probability score. High score equals automatic stop and search. Parking location patterns establish ownership. Your truck parks same spot nightly. Surveillance catalogs vehicle-to-address relationships during normal operations. When checkpoints activate, they know that modified F-250 belongs to 1247 Maple Street. They know where to find you before you attempt travel. Convoy detection identifies coordinated movement. 3 or more modified vehicles together equals tactical unit assumption, separated immediately, searched thoroughly, drivers interrogated separately. If stories don't match, detained for additional questioning. Bug-out convoy becomes arrest convoy, Rhodesia, 1970s. Modified vehicles targeted at roadblocks as guerrilla indicators. Lift kits suggested rural capability. Extra fuel meant extended range missions. Brush guards indicated off-road movement. Targeting resulted in 80% accuracy identifying resistance members before searches confirmed. Weapons. Your preparation vehicle is confession. Every modification is evidence. Every sticker is intelligence. Every capability is targeting indicator. So you're thinking, use normal vehicle. Smart. But you still need capability hidden inside civilian appearance. Which brings us to staged vehicle doctrine. Countermeasure: staged civilian vehicle with concealed capability. Vehicle exterior must match neighborhood average. All capability hidden structurally. Visible normalcy concealing functional preparation. Vehicle selection is critical. Mid-age sedan, minivan, or standard pickup. 8 to 12 years old. Common color. Silver, white, gray, beige, nothing distinctive. The vehicle you see in every parking lot. Blend into automotive background noise. Remove all modifications. Stock suspension, stock tires, stock exhaust, stock everything visible. No lift kits, no roof racks, no brush guards, no auxiliary lighting. Appear maintenance neglected, if anything. Slightly dirty. Minor cosmetic damage acceptable. Boring transportation appliance, not prepared vehicle. Decoy interior establishes normalcy. Fast food wrappers, coffee cups, kids' toys, gym bag, shopping bags, work papers scattered. Normal civilian chaos. The mess establishes regular person with regular life, not organized prepper with tactical mindset. Structural concealment requires planning. Under-seat bolt-in compartments accessed by removing seat bolts, false floor panels on factory mounts, door panel cavities behind trim, roof liner pockets between headliner and metal roof, hollowed center console appearing factory. These spaces exist within architecture without visible modification. Distribute hidden capability. Trauma kit components across multiple points. Door panel holds bandages and tourniquets. Roof liner holds radio. False floor holds water and food. Under seat holds defensive tools. Discovery of one location doesn't compromise entire capability. Fuel strategy prevents targeting. Fill station visits only. Normal refueling at commercial stations. Never auxiliary tanks. Keep gas receipts visible in cup holder. Recent dates. Regular intervals. Establishes normal consumption pattern. Remove all stickers and decals. Blank vehicle. No political statements. No affiliations. No humor. No family stick figures. Nothing. Clean slate communicating zero information about owner's beliefs or interests. Parking discipline prevents pattern analysis. Different spots in neighborhood. Different angles. Random patterns. Never identical location 2 days running. Breaks surveillance cataloging. Makes vehicle-to-address relationship less certain. Search psychology works in your favor. Teams open doors. See mess. See civilian chaos. Find no tactical gear. No obvious indicators. Check box. Move to next vehicle. Search ends when nothing interesting appears in obvious locations. They're not disassembling door panels at every checkpoint. Too time-consuming. Your staged normalcy satisfies search. Requirements. Trade-off quantification. Recovery time increases 3 to 5 minutes to access hidden gear. Remove seat bolts. Pull door panel. Access roof liner. You sacrifice immediate accessibility. You gain complete search invisibility. Pass through checkpoints without confiscation. That accessibility trade buys capability retention, clothing, behavior, vehicle. Invisible in each category independently. But here's where most gray men fail. They get all three right, then make one critical error exposing everything. Which brings us to social integration, and why your preparedness circle just became informant network. Category 4. Social networks and preparedness exposure. Humans talk. Under pressure, humans betray. Your preparedness circle knows you're capable. They'll give you up. Preparedness community vulnerability is systematic. Prepper forums, training groups, gun clubs, off-grid meetups. Each maintains membership lists. Forums require registration. Training courses record attendees. Lists exist in databases. During emergencies, authorities access them. Cross-reference with addresses. Build targeting maps. Your participation becomes evidence requiring investigation. Digital footprint compounds exposure. Social media posts on preparedness. Amazon bulk food orders. Forum usernames linked to real identities. YouTube survival content history. All aggregated through data collection. All searchable with authority. Digital behavior creates preparation profile before physical searches. Informant incentives create betrayal. Food rewards for intelligence. Reduced restrictions. Family protection. Powerful motivators. Your prepper buddy faces choice. Report your capabilities, feed his family extra week. Or stay loyal. Watch children go hungry. Most choose family. They rationalize it. Tell themselves you were selfish. You deserve confiscation. Betrayal wrapped in moral justification. Social proof is unavoidable. Friends know your capabilities, seen your gear, trained with you, discussed preparations. Under interrogation or incentives, they confirm everything. You're documented as prepared through witness testimony before authorities search. Geographic clustering creates sweeps. 3 preppers on same street. Authorities don't stop at one house. They sweep entire street. Neighbor's preparation exposes you through proximity. His visibility becomes your targeting. Soviet Union, 1930s. Collectivization. Neighbors reported grain hoarders for extra rations. Friend betrayed friend. Family reported family. Survival incentives destroyed social bonds systematically. Same pattern repeats when scarcity creates resource competition. The gray man paradox. You need isolation when you want community. You need anonymity when you crave connection. But connection is exposure. Community is vulnerability. You're alone now. Invisible clothing, retrained behavior, staged vehicle, social isolation, everything implemented. But perfect execution still fails without understanding the complete system, which brings us to the full protocol. Category 5. The complete gray man system. Gray man protocol isn't tactics, it's identity suppression as survival philosophy. System integration is everything. Clothing plus behavior plus vehicle plus social isolation equals complete invisibility. Miss one element, entire system fails. Civilian clothing with tactical movement, spotted. Staged vehicle with prepper social circle. Exposed through informants. All 4 categories must align simultaneously. Psychological cost is real. You're deliberately neutering your capabilities' visibility. Every tactical instinct says this is wrong. You're making yourself appear weak when you're actually strong, unprepared when you're actually ready. This cognitive dissonance is uncomfortable. Accept it. That discomfort is the price of invisibility. The deception principle. You're not weak. You appear weak. You're not unprepared. You appear unprepared. Your capabilities exist entirely in private, all skills maintained, all gear cached, all training sharp, just invisible to outside observation. Context switching becomes automatic with practice. When alone or in secure locations, full capability. Access your gear. Train your skills. Maintain readiness. When observed or in public, complete civilian mode. No lapses. No half measures. Total commitment to whichever role the situation requires. Redundancy planning for compromise. Even gray men get discovered eventually. Have escape protocols, hidden caches at secondary locations, alternative identities prepared, backup plans for worst-case scenarios. They find your staged vehicle cache. You've got supplies buried elsewhere they don't know about. Layered security prevents total loss. Reality check. No system is perfect. You can execute everything correctly and still fail through bad luck or random discovery. But the mathematics work. Authorities have limited resources. They target obvious threats first. Tactical gear wearers, modified vehicles, known preppers. Be invisible means you're last on their list. Last targeted often means never targeted before situation stabilizes. Binary choice time. Wear your plate carrier. Display your capabilities. Keep your lifted truck with roof rack. Maintain your prepper social network. Feel tactical and prepared, and watch them photograph you at first checkpoint. Separate you for search. Confiscate everything, detain you within 72 hours of martial law declaration, or suppress ego. Embrace invisibility. Look like every other unprepared civilian. Move like untrained person. Drive boring vehicle. Stay isolated. And survive past week 1 while tactical operators get rounded up systematically. Your choice. Decision window closes when collapse begins. Choose now.